Hi, my name is Dave Gloria, and this is my Kin 552 assignment, our interview. And so today I am interviewing my client, Jamie, my wife, and going to kind of go over the exercise program that we chose for her. We'll talk about some barriers, factors that she's had to overcome in order to work out continually and diligently. And then we'll go ahead and wrap it up. So, due to time, I've given Jamie 5 exercise options, workout options. But due to time, I'm not going to go over all 5. I'm going to go over the one that she actually chose, and the other 4 you can read on my written assignment. The one that Jamie chose was the high interval intensity training, or HIIT. And we're going to talk about why she chose the HIIT workout versus some of the other programs that we originally put before her. So, Jamie, go ahead and tell us why you chose a HIIT workout and some of the factors why.
For me, the HIIT workout worked. That I chose that one because of just time. We have 3 kids, 3 different schools, so we leave super early. We get home late. Our schedule's inconsistent, so I don't have a lot of time to work out.
Okay. So some of the other workouts were 45 minutes, 50 minutes, close to an hour. They were good workouts, but talk about why HIIT again. Why HIIT that piqued your interest more than the other ones?
That would be my interest because I am a full-time teacher. I teach 30 kids every day, so I'm on constantly. Full-time mom, full-time wife. So for me to be able to do 3 days a week at 20 to 30 minutes was perfect because it was doable.
Okay, so 20 to 30 minutes versus 45 minutes to an hour.
Exactly.
Definitely seem more desirable. Okay, that makes sense. Also, you some of the other workouts were kind of moderate workouts, low to moderate. HIIT was high intensity, and so talk about that. Why you wanted to choose that versus the other ones?
Well, for the high intensity, I wanted to be able to burn fat and also gain muscle mass. And for me, that was the perfect fit.
Okay. You wanted to do as well. We had the option of doing body weight exercise versus dumbbells, machines, some of the stuff that we have in the garage, and you chose body weight exercises. Talk about that.
Well, the body weight worked really well for me because it wasn't overwhelming or intimidating when it comes to my certain, looking to make sure I'm making sure my posture is correctly or if I'm doing the exercises correctly with the weights. And it was just really doable, but yet effective, just by being able to use stuff around the house using my body weight, planks, sit-ups, things that that weren't weights.
Okay, so more comfortable for you at
Yes.
this point, getting the same effectiveness out of it. Okay, and then talk about being able to work out at home. There's no cost, so that's free. You have all your resources available to you. Talk about kind of that versus paying to go somewhere.
Working out at home, it's great because you don't have to spend the money, but at the same time, it was the best for me with time. Getting in the car, driving to the gym, traffic, either whether I'm working out, taking a class, having to come home again, that can take up to 2 hours, and I don't have 2 hours. So for me, that wasn't something that was doable, but being home with an inconsistent schedule, I can, whenever I have that time block, I can just do it, and it's right here.
Okay, so that was Jamie's choice. So the HIIT workout, because of time, 20 to 30 minutes versus 45 minutes to an hour. She also wanted an exercise program where she could burn fat and gain lean muscle. So the HIIT workout provides that. Also, it's free, and she can do it in the comfort of her own home versus after a long day's work having to go back out and do all that. So that is a lot of the reasoning why she chose this HIIT workout. So we're going to go ahead and switch gears, and we're going to talk about some barriers that have come into play in the past and in recent past, of barriers that keeps you from working out. We talked about time. Time was always an issue, but we realized through research, time is just an excuse because we all have the time. It's just fitting it into our lifestyle. And we kind of went over that But the second barrier that Jamie identified or discussed that she personally went through was a lack of motivation, which when we do the research there, that probably comes in second of barriers of why individuals don't work out. Just a lack of motivation. So kind of go ahead and tell us about that, your lack of motivation and that barrier as it pertains to you in an exercise program.
Yeah, I did. I have a lack of motivation just being, I mean, leaving in the morning at 7, returning sometimes 5, 6, and then just teaching. I'm on all day long. I don't have any downtime. So once I'm home, like the last thing I want to do sometimes is work out.
Okay. So
I'm exhausted.
So instead of working out, glass of wine in front of the TV sounds a lot more
Right.
joyful than putting on your workout clothes and working up a sweat. So we get that. So because lack of motivation, and that's one of those intrinsic things, it's trying to, that little voice inside of our head or, saying, hey, Jamie, go work out. You need to work out. You know the benefits of working out. You know everything that we've researched and why we should be working out, but yet we don't do it. So time, just being exhausted, rather be doing something else with the time we have left in the day. So let's talk about some things that might help us through that barrier, because working at home is preferable at this point. It's free, but yet one of the things that we discovered was that social support. You need social support. You need accountability. You choose to work out with people or with another person besides me, personal trainer, and I'm not going to be with you every day. So talk about social support and how that's important for you overcoming a barrier.
Yeah, social support and accountability are important. I do enjoy working out with friends, having other people around. It motivates me. They're doing it, so I'm going to do it too. But they can't always be there, and I have to be able to motivate myself as well. So a couple of things I'm putting into place. I put my workout times and days on the calendar because it's right there. I have to do it. There's no excuses. I already allotted to that time. Another thing is making sure that I have the accountability of friends, whether it's through a message, a phone call, a text, kind of keeping each other accountable. Like, okay, I'm about to my workout, or I just finished. Have you started? That's always huge for me. And then also our son is in middle school and is now starting to work out a lot more because of sports. So just kind of incorporating kind of like the buddy system with him, we can kind of do it together, which is also beneficial.
So accountability, you can call your friends now, you can text your friends, even if you're not working out with them. You can still motivate them, and they can motivate you by providing a word of encouragement on a daily basis. So that's one way. And then you said working out with our son. He's working out now, and he actually enjoys working out, and you enjoy working out. So now you can work out together. So that's kind of social support, maybe not with your friends, but it still is social support because you both enjoy that and encourage each other. Talk about, you also have a Fitbit, and I know that you do Fitbit challenges. Have you found that a way to be motivational with that?
Yes, the Fitbit challenges are huge because I am a competitive person. So I'm usually in a group with my mom and my sister, and I'm constantly checking throughout the day, and it's like, they're ahead of me, so I have to like run in place or I have to do something. So for me, that's huge because it kind of keeps me wanting to get in those extra steps or running or walking just to keep up with them.
Okay. So that is a way that you can begin to implement social support. We've also talked about maybe once a week going to a friend's house to do this workout, or a friend coming here to work out with you as well. That would be another way to kind of have that social support at this point. And the last point we're going to make, it's not so much a barrier, but it's more of an aspect that we discussed, was being mentally fit. Our minds, being mentally fit with our minds. We want to be physically fit with our hearts, right? The cardiovascular, but we also need to do that. Talk about the mental aspect and how that kind of is implemented with your workouts.
Yeah, being mentally fit is gigantic. I mean, being a wife and a mom and a teacher, I need to take that time and put myself first, which I don't usually. It's always other people. But then again, mentally, I start to dwindle. So I think with working out and your mental health goes hand in hand. Being able to, for me, just get out that stress of the day through just working out, and I think they both. But my mental health will benefit from my physical health.
Right. So we know that we all need to release stress. We need more energy in our lives, and we know that we need to sleep. Nutrition also is a vital part of that. Those four things. But we know that when we work out, through research, that working out allows us to release stress. It gives us more energy throughout the day, and working out also allows us to sleep better. And I think with the nutrition aspect of it, you put all four of those components together, that's going to help mentally, for you to be mentally fit as well, not just physically fit. So that's kind of the assignment, the video presentation. Once again, Jamie choosing a HIIT program because one of those factors, or one of those barriers, was time. Just not having a lot of time to get in an hour workout, even a 45-minute workout. So the 20 to 30 minute workout was ideal for her. Being able to do it in the comfort of her own home. Sometimes cost can be a barrier. And so she's able to do all of those things here with what we have. And the aspect of being a high intensity training program to burn fat and to gain lean muscle. All those things contributed into Jamie's decision for the HIIT workout. And then we talked about another barrier, which was lack of motivation, just not having that intrinsic voice inside just to come home and to work out. There were things that we identified for her. Social support was huge. That was probably number one on the list. Being held accountable and being able to hold other people accountable, even things like a Fitbit challenge, to motivate her. And so hopefully through this, the goal is that she would grow somehow to be intrinsically motivated after a while, and that this would just become like breathing. She wouldn't even think about it, but just to get in there and do her workout. But we now have these things in play. Being able to encourage your friends, putting it on the calendar, having a friend keep you accountable, even working out with our son in the garage, that's going to keep you both accountable to what you both need to do. And finally, the mentally fit aspect, being mentally fit, which we know is huge for all the stresses that are placed on us. So that is our assignment. That is my assignment. I hope you've learned a little bit. We thank you for your time, and God bless, and Merry Christmas.